What's up, everybody? Here we're going to talk about a very important and specific thing that's happening all around the world currently. I'm going to have to give this episode with my mask on because just yesterday I tested positive for Covid-19. And so this episode is going to be to give you some information of how to understand a bit more about COVID-19 in Spanish. Okay, if you're going to be traveling to a Spanish-speaking country or dealing with anybody who's a Spanish speaker, it's very important to know how to communicate and know some important keywords about COVID-19. So first, COVID-19, if you hear it in Spanish, you're going to hear COVID-19. COVID-19. Okay, literally 19.
Por COVID-19.
COVID-19.
De COVID-19.
De COVID-19.
And something very important that you're going to want to use all the time is a mask. A mask in Spanish is la mascarilla. La mascarilla.
Con la mascarilla.
Con la mascarilla.
You might hear when you're watching the news, no estén vacunados. No estén vacunados. That means they're not vaccinated.
Y no estén vacunados.
Y no estén vacunados.
The vaccine itself is called la vacuna. La vacuna. If you do get the coronavirus, if you do become or test positive, you're going to want to quarantine. To quarantine, we say this in Spanish, la cuarentena. La cuarentena.
Una cuarentena.
Una cuarentena.
Okay, if you're watching the news in Spanish, you might hear them say la transmisión del virus. La transmisión del virus, which means the transmission of the virus, okay, or the passing of the virus.
La transmisión del virus.
La transmisión del virus.
Another thing we might hear very frequently, as there's all kinds of new variants happening, is la nueva variante. La nueva variante, the new variant.
La nueva variante.
La nueva variante.
Also, you might hear when they're speaking about regulations, which is always very important, they may speak about the maximum capacity a place has. Okay, so if you hear this, you'll hear aforo máximo. El aforo máximo, the maximum capacity. So maybe a bar might have a maximum capacity of 20 people. El aforo máximo son 20 personas.
El aforo máximo.
El aforo máximo.
Many places around the world are now requiring that you have the vaccination to enter into public places. So you might hear la vacunación contra el coronavirus es obligatorio. La vacunación contra el coronavirus es obligatorio. Vaccination against coronavirus is mandatory.
Que la vacunación contra el COVID-19 es obligatoria.
Que la vacunación contra el COVID-19 es obligatoria.
Regarding this whole thing, it's a very dangerous situation. You might hear many people say, realmente es una situación peligrosa. Realmente es una situación peligrosa.
Realmente es una situación peligrosa.
Realmente es una situación peligrosa.
Coronavirus is said just about the same way in English, just a bit different. Coronavirus. All right, so there's no way of missing it, of not knowing what they're talking about. Coronavirus.
Primer caso de coronavirus.
Primer caso de coronavirus.
You might hear many people recommend to protect yourself against the coronavirus, and you'll hear protegerse contra el COVID-19. Protegerse contra el COVID-19. Protect yourself against the coronavirus.
Protegerse contra el COVID-19.
Protegerse contra el COVID-19.
Another very important thing, porque tenemos que estar todos vacunados para seguirnos cuidando. Porque tenemos que estar todos vacunados para seguirnos cuidando. Because we all have to be vaccinated to continue taking care of ourselves. All right? So please, everybody, be smart, be kind. Don't just think of yourselves, but think of everybody. This is a very serious and dangerous situation. It's this new variant is so contagious. It's so easy to pass it on to your loved ones, to your friends. So please use caution and be wise. If you're traveling to a Spanish-speaking country, do everything that's being required so you don't get in any trouble and you don't risk the contamination of yourselves or anybody else. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next episode.